G'day, Tonia Reeves, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, coming at you from home in Sunday Creek today. It's a bit of a wintry day out here today, so yeah, it's like keeping warm inside is probably paramount for us down here in Sunday Creek. So yeah, we've been lucky. Yesterday was a beautiful day and today's just a bit cooler. So thinking about everyone around the world at the moment, here in Australia, Victoria, we are at stage 4 lockdown, so pretty much go out for essential things or things that are needed. But, yeah, pretty much we've seen our numbers drop because we have been isolating. So, hey, that's what you just do what you've got to do. Sending much love and healing out to those that have lost loved ones. And, this certainly has been a very trying time, and, no words can express, what people have been going through. And I'm just, really feeling for those that have been connected to losing somebody or having family members that are ill due to the virus. So, yeah. Anyway, so on the flip side of that, for many of us, and I know with connecting, I've been quite busy with readings. For many of us, we are getting this as a bit of a time to evaluate where we are in life, what it is we're wanting to do, and really connecting a little bit more to our soul purpose. So for many people, this is about doing extra study. It's about, reassessing, moving forward where they want to be and what they want to be doing. And I actually think in cases like this, it's not such a bad thing to be able to really have a good look at where you're at and, moving forward, what direction you'd like to be heading in. There's been no other opportunity like this, I know in my lifetime, where this has kind of happened, and we've been really pulled back, and we're really actually focusing on ourselves a lot more and our families. For a lot of us, we're doing things we haven't done, or maybe haven't done for years or ever done, where we're connecting as, the family unit being very much insular because, you don't have any external people coming around and that kind of thing. And, I know for us, we've been experimenting with cooking different things and learning different things. I know for me, I actually got to look at a course that I'd purchased 18 months ago, and I just hadn't, had the time to do it. And I thought, you know what, I'm doing it now. So I've been exploring that, and it was quite interesting that the message in that course was a communicating with animals course by a lady that I absolutely idolise called Helen DeVita. You'll hear me mention her a lot. She's from Ireland, amazing animal communicator, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. And I've, been wanting to do her course to expand out on what I do already. And she talks about how, to communicate with animals, we need to be in the here and now and not in the past, not in the future. And it was really interesting when I listened to that part of the course and realised that really for many of us, that's what we're being made do at the moment, is we're being pulled back to really be present. And we can't control the future, so we're all having to sort of sit back and see how that sits with us. And I think this is a good space to be in to really get to know yourself and any areas that you want to work on, or things that you need to release. It's an awesome time to do it now. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And I also want to say a big thank you to the Americans that have contacted me for readings. I've had a big surge in bookings, and I'm really excited about that, even so much so that I'm looking at my hours to try and work in how I can fit you guys in with the time difference, because it's really different days and times. So yeah, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to go on to my first caller, Alia in Chester, Pennsylvania. Have I pronounced that right, my dear?
Alia.
Beautiful name. I love it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Very much like yourself. Now, what would you like me to focus on for you today?
I guess my love life.
Okay.
Between love and money, because everybody's worried about money nowadays.
Absolutely. Well, straight away, I'm going to go to money for you, right? There's something around currently at the moment you are being pulled back to really have a look at what you're going to do. And it's almost like I feel like there's a change around what you're doing, well, have done prior to us all being pulled back in with this pandemic. There's a change around what you're doing moving forward. So I feel like there's an opportunity that's going to come about that maybe otherwise wouldn't have, for you to bring in more money and more hours. And it's something about, I feel like I'm being able to work from home a bit more, which sort of makes sense with what's going on currently, but there's an opportunity here for you. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Yeah, because I was in psychology school, so I've been told to do that and launch a beauty brand, I guess you could say.
Woohoo! Love it. So there's a lot of, it's like, you know, this for you, you're going to look back in hindsight and go, perfect situation for me. And it's almost like you're stepping into your personal power. And I do want to say that's really relative also as an ongoing effect with, as far as relationships go, is I see you connecting with somebody who really appreciates who you are and all you bring to the table. And I'm not going to be the one in a relationship that has to do all the chasing or always putting yourself out, because you deserve better than that. So it's like I'm no longer going to put up with mediocre, how can I put it, love interests that aren't in it. They're either all in or not. Okay, so it's like whoever's not all in at the moment, if they don't put their hand up, it's time for them to be moved on. And I feel like for you, they'll be disappeared. Right? It's like, because they're going to make way for the right one to step in. And it's like, for you, this whole stage of being pulled back is only for you to gain more strength in moving forward. And you're not going to accept what you have done in the past. You will be standing up and going, you know what, I deserve to have someone who's as great as me. And I do see that happening, but it's like we've got to, it's, you know, like I want to use the analogy of trimming back a tree. We've got to cut the dead wood and make way for the new growth.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so no more flogging a dead horse, I want to say to you. It's like, you know, that classic saying, I'm not going to make a round, you know, a square peg fit into a round hole.
Right.
Right? And it's like they're really strongly saying that I have to say that to you. And it's not that you don't know what I'm saying. You can see that, but sometimes we just need somebody to put it where it needs to be. And I feel like for you, because you've got that beautiful side to you where you want to make things work and you want to help people, and you're a little bit of a fixer, so you do tend to attract people that need or that want to lean in on you. And I just want to say, with moving forward in your career, you're not going to, you'll be propelled doing that. You won't have time to be fixing people. And so it's like, I want to say to you, you're done fixing and they've got to be equal to you, or otherwise I want to say next. Okay, because it's like, you know, as hard as it is sometimes, we need to make that call for ourselves. And I really feel it's important today that you've called in for me to go, you know what, you've got so much greatness in you that we don't want to waste that on somebody who isn't able to appreciate it. And that's what I feel like there's been in the past for you and leading up to now. It's like you're the one doing all the work here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's you don't have to do
like
it.
That.
Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes we just need somebody to point that out. It's partly that can be the question, but I just feel for you, if you look at the big picture, nothing serves us when we're having to put in 100% and someone's putting in 50. If anything, it tends to, it tends to make us not value ourselves to the degree we need to. And that's what I see for you is you've got so much great around you, and I see moving forward you're going to make the most of this, and there'll be financial security coming up, that I don't want you to have to feather someone's nest who doesn't fully value you.
Right.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
now do you see anything about I have twin girls, about their father? He has not really played a major part in their life as of yet.
okay.
They'll be 4.
Yeah,
July.
so it's almost, okay. I get from Spirit that there's an aspect of he's got to sort himself out before there needs to be that reconnection with the girls. You've done a great job with the girls. I want to go to the eldest and say, Spirit are coming through going, they're so proud of her. So has she just completed something?
Well, they just mastered potty training, both of them. They're only 8 minutes apart. Yeah.
How old are the girls?
They'll be 4 July 5th.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, but it's like I just want to go to, I feel like there's a connection with Spirit to the, so are you saying that they're twins? Are they both the same age?
Yeah, they're twins.
Okay, so who was first born then? Because they're just showing me the older one, so it'd be a case of minutes, I suppose.
Dee Dee is the oldest twin.
Yeah. Okay, beautiful. It's like you're going to be setting the girls up, and that's where this financial part of it is. It's very important for you to do that. I do see you doing that on your own, for you and the girls, but I see the father will come in as he needs to, and I don't feel it's a bad thing that he doesn't have a big influence on the girls, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to sort himself out. Okay, there's something about him sorting himself out and really getting a true perspective on what's going on around him. I feel like he's been distracted, or he's gone off and, yeah, he's got to, I do want to say a little bit, he needs to grow up a little bit and come back as the father that he needs to be, not this in and out. Because I feel like with the girls, and I suppose it makes sense for most kids, we don't want in for a bit, then out, then in for a bit, then out. He's better off to stay out until he can commit fully to that. But you've got this, like you're a lot stronger than you think, I have to say.
Thanks. After a while, sometimes you get tired of being so strong.
Absolutely. And twins, oh my goodness, like, wow, yeah. I cannot imagine. I know having one child is like, holy hell, but 2, and, to have got to 4 and you still got hair on your head, well done.
Right.
But you're going to be the shining example for them, and that's what I see with you stepping into this is, you're quite powerful, and I really want you to remember that, because you're here for a purpose and you're great at what you do. And I see with products that you were talking about, it's something people trust you and they believe in you. So you'll easily get sales around that.
Mm-hmm.
So don't doubt yourself. And you girls are quite spiritual like you. So, it's great to allow them to be, it's almost like, I'm sensitive, and they're very intuitive, so they tune into you. So that's why I see really important for you. So it's really important here for you that you be the best version of you. And I know, as a mom, you have your days, and that's
they
cool.
Are very intuitive.
But I just want you to know that you are well guided, and moving forward, you'll be a great example for the girls. And that's what this is about, is your journey. They've chosen you as their mum, and you're going to rock this. So don't let any outer influences, it really is about you and the girls. And if they're not strong enough to man up for the 2 of you, then they can just keep on walking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't waste time on those that aren't prepared to reciprocate.
exactly what I needed to hear.
Beautiful. And honestly, you are
Right.
here to make your mark, and you will do that. So do not hesitate. You know, we all have days where you feel a bit,
needed to hear
I don't think I
that.
can do this, but I just want to say to you, you've got this. Follow your heart and soul in this, and you won't go wrong. Keep me posted. I'd love to hear. All right, I'm gonna go on to my next caller. Thank you so much, Alia. Please, Australia Psychic Cowgirl on Facebook. Connect with me. Shoot me a message. I'd love to hear how you go. Okay, I'm going to go on to Michelle in Bingham, New York. Michelle, how are you?
Good. How are you too?
Good, Michelle. Thank you for being patient with me. Now, how would you? What would you like me to focus on today for you?
My career relationship.
Your business? Did you say?
Not my business. My job.
Oh, your relationship? Is that sorry? Because the line's a little bit crackly. No, okay, your job. Can I just ask? Are you working for yourself?
Yes, my relationship.
Okay. You're a little bit in and out, so I'll just roll with what Spirit is showing me and what poor Dave's trying to do a dance of interpreting for me. Okay, there's something around with your work, we're pivoting. So there's something that you've been with the pandemic, and of course it's affecting everyone at the moment. There's an aspect that you're going to swap around what you're doing as far as working. But I feel like I'm working for myself. So I almost feel like, because I couldn't hear your response there, I almost feel like if you're working for somebody else, there's also something you're going to be doing for yourself that will be to the side of that. And I also feel like with that, there's something around you're going to find a niche where you're helping others. And this is with being employed for yourself. So it's like very much during, as much as it's hard at the moment and there's a lot of people struggling, you're going to find a need that people will be after, and you're going to offer that, and it will do quite well. So it's like, I don't know whether you'll start off with it as a side hustle. I feel like there's some aspect though you're working for yourself already. Again, because the connection's not so great, I can't really hear the feedback, but I'm just going to connect with that. I've got a male in spirit for you as well who wants to come through and say how proud he is of you and what a great job you're doing. There's something around adversity, and you're also being swept off your feet as far as romance goes. So if you're in a relationship, to me, that's a little bit like there's a deepening of that, or if there's a hesitation around a relationship, it's like it's going to get deeper. So it's like I'm a little bit excited about that. So I've got a fluttering of the heart. Oh, I'm just trying to see what Spirit is showing me around that. There might be something about relationships stepping in, something renewed. I feel like I'm excited and my heart's fluttering. So I do feel like I want to go to, I'm feeling a deep connection with somebody. So I'm actually thinking they might not be quite there yet, or only just recently there. I would love to get your feedback on that. So, okay, I think we're reconnected. Michelle, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can now. Now, with that work, so are you working for yourself at the moment? Is there something you're doing for yourself?
No, ma'am. I work for a police department.
Okay. What is it that you've been wanting to, or there's been something that I feel in the background that you're doing for yourself? Is there something you've been already thinking about?
Well, I'm in the academy, so I guess you could say the police.
Yeah. Okay. But I feel like that there's something they're showing me about you working for yourself. And it's almost like an offshoot of with things happening at the moment, there's going to be something that comes up that you will go, oh, there's a need there and I can do that. So I see more money coming in through this. So just be open to what you're guided to do, because I feel like you're quite intuitive, and there's something else. There's a side hustle is what I'm showing. So I'm not.
Oh, cool.
We're obviously, we don't know where that fits yet, but just be open to an idea, because something's coming through for you. And I also got a romantic connection. Like, I'm excited about, my heart's fluttering. So are you in a relationship at the moment, or is there someone new around you? Because I feel like there's something new.
I'm in a relationship.
Okay. And because it's like, have you, because I just feel like I'm renewing something. So have you been in your relationship for a while?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, because I felt like I was excited or my heart was fluttering. So I feel like you're either deepening that commitment or there's someone else coming up around you.
We've had our ups and downs.
Yep.
I would say it's getting on the up.
Yep. Because I'm like a bit excited. So it felt like something new. So I don't know, maybe, because I'm just like, I'm connecting to spirit, because I've got a male in spirit here around you. I feel he felt fatherly, but it's like he's just popping in and out. I don't know whether there's going to be a question popped from your other half, like whether there's a deepening of commitment, whether there's going to be a ring.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah, well, I think it's closer than you think is what Spirit has shown me. I don't want to be a spoiler of surprise, but there's something around that, because it's like I'm excited. So it's like you're going to be excited.
Okay.
Okay? So keep me posted on that. I'd love to hear. And also what Spirit has shown me is how well guided you are in what you do. So it's almost like with being in the academy, it's your gut feeling that, and many in the police force I know have that, but you have it in spades. So you know who to trust and who not to. And there's something around being posted somewhere different to where you're thinking, or have you got lined up where you're looking at going to after the academy?
I have not. The city I'm going to work for, I don't live in. So that could be it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like there's a change. And it was almost like, even initially connecting with you, I want to pivot. So it's like maybe where I am, I'm not going to be. I'm going to be swapping around. It's like totally, and I feel like it's flipping around from what I've been used to. So you look at relocating if you go to work there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I feel like there's a whole renewed, it's time to move on. It's like, and I do feel like once you get out of the academy, you'll be stepping up the ranks quite readily, and there's a position within that you really would love to do, and I see you not taking that long to do it.
Okay.
Okay, and I feel like it's a one-on-one, something around working with other women, and a role where I'm not sure whether you'll be helping those that come in with issues, but there's something around you working with specifically women. So I feel like women that have maybe had a hard time, that, you'll do really well with helping, and they'll sort of more or less niche you for that and go, right, she needs to be in there because she's helping these women.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you'll be making a difference. It's really important to you. And obviously, wanting to join the police force is a big commitment to helping others, but there's almost like, for you, there's a fair big picture in that, in really making a difference. And, it's like that aspect is what is the winner for you.
Right.
Because you like to be of service. And if you're not helping others, it's like that's just not you. You've got to be, there's a big part of I'm helping others and making a difference. So with this male in spirit, can I ask, is your father still here? Am I connecting with grandfather?
That would be my grandfather. My father is still alive.
Yeah, perfect. It's like he has to step up for you. There's something he's showing me. You have, what do you have? You have something of his. I feel like I want to go to. Does he wear a hat? I feel like it's like showing me you got something of his and I felt like I wanted to put a hat on my head for some reason.
I have his German dictionary. I can't think of.
Okay, what else there is? It's like he's coming through going, there's also rulings in your favour. So I feel like something, I don't know whether there's something going on at the moment where I just feel like I want to say to you, don't give up. There's rulings in your favour.
Okay.
All right? So it's like
there's something could be with the academy.
Yeah. So it's like it's almost like just that he just wanted to come through and say, you've got this. It's okay. He was very much a straight shooter, so it's like what you see is what you get, which to me relates to German, as in it's black and white. There's no grey.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like, and I feel like that's what you're shown with signs, and that makes sense too. Being in the academy, it's like split second, yes or no. You will go with your gut, go with that first answer that you get all the time, because it's like that's your superpower. That's how you work through things, and that's how you will propel yourself to where you need to be. I do feel like within that you'll be going up the ranks quite quickly, because people will be asking you and you might be thinking, oh my God, can I do that? But it's like, please say yes. It's like he's saying, say yes. You've got this.
Okay.
All right?
Awesome.
It's like, I don't know whether he had a connection to war, but I feel like he's in that zone. That's how he comes across.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Yeah. So it's like he's got you here. He's quite proud of you, which is awesome.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to have to sign off now. So thank you so much for connecting. You're welcome to message me on Australia Psychic Cowgirl. If there's any questions or anything further you want me to ask me, please do. Okay, take care. Same time, same place next week, guys. Thank you for coming and listening. Woohoo!